Hello everybody, Inter back again with another video. I know guys that I said last week that the video I did after the Tsitsipas TM match in the ATP Tour Finals will maybe be my last one in 2019, but I have a break here at work, 10 minutes, so I will try to do this video not longer than 10 because I'm not allowed to do it longer than 10 because I have to drive. So why not talk tennis? My big passion. Why not, guys? When I have this break, so I want to talk about a topic in this video that I have actually wanted to talk about this long time ago, but I have had so many other ideas. And I came up with the idea today. So why not talk about this one? And that is about Roger Federer's big pride when he loses, and not only loses, because it is one thing to lose, and it is a totally different story when you lose and you play really horrible, because you can lose, but you have not played horrible, you have played decent or even maybe good, but it is a totally different story when you lose and you have been playing horrible, like Federer did against Stefanos Tsitsipas a couple of days ago in the ATP Tour Finals in the semi-final. Federer has this thing, my friends all over the world. He has too much big of a pride in himself. My dear God, I wish that he was more like Rafael Nadal in admitting bad performances. Don't misunderstand me here now. Roger Federer is my all-time favorite tennis player. I just love Roger Federer's tennis style. When Roger plays good tennis and when he is in full flow, it is nothing more enjoyable to watch than Roger Federer playing tennis. And not only tennis, but all sports in general. For me at least. I don't know about you guys. For me, nothing can be compared with Roger Federer's full flow, superior action when he hits the ball clean, when he does a lot of winners, a la the match he did against Novak Djokovic 1 week ago or 6 days ago. It was just a beauty to watch. I really enjoyed from the first second to the last second. Rafael Nadal and Novak Djokovic, to me, personally, they will never be as enjoyable to watch like Roger Federer is when Roger plays good tennis. All respect to Rafa and Novak. They are mentally beasts. They are consistency beasts. Novak is a mentally terminator. Rafa is a consistency beast. Rafa never defeats himself. Even when Rafa lost to Zverev in that first match in the ATP Tour Finals, Rafa didn't defeat himself. Rafa was average. Rafa doesn't have that horrible level. You know that, guys. I've said that so many times. But Rafa and Novak, they will never play tennis as beautiful for my eyes, and they will never produce tennis as for me to enjoy like Federer does when Federer is on his full flow. Because Rafa and Novak, they are more reliable on their opponents to miss. They don't go for the shots. They don't play with small margins. They don't play low percentage of tennis like Roger Federer. And that's why when Roger plays bad, it looks really ugly. It looks terrible. Because of Roger's tennis style, he plays with smaller margins, he plays low percentage of tennis, and Rafa and Novak, they play with bigger margins, they play high percentage of tennis, they don't take big risks on the game. And that's why they always have done less on Forsteros, and they will always do. But will they be as enjoyable to watch as Roger Federer? No, they will not. With that said, what I don't like with Roger Federer, I really hate it, and I've always done that, is his ability when he loses and when he has played a horrible match to not admit them like a la Novak can do or a la Rafa can do, especially Rafa. Rafa, I'm not super in love in Rafa's tennis style. I am not. Rafa and Novak can sometimes, not always, don't jump on the comment section now, can sometimes be pushers on the tennis court. They can be really pushers. Especially Novak in later stage of his career. Novak, he can sometimes be really pusher especially when the matches are close. You can see that on the Dominic Thiem match when Novak was 4-1 in that third set tiebreak. Novak, he quit playing tennis. He just waiting for Dominic to miss, because he doesn't want to risk making unforced errors. That is Novak's tactic when the matches are close. He doesn't want to give points away, and he doesn't take big cuts on the ball. He just pushes the ball into the court and hopes for opponents to miss. Dominic, he didn't miss. He turned that tiebreak around, like we all know, and won that third tiebreak 7-5. But Novak, when he was younger, he was not... He was more of a shot maker than he is nowadays. Nowadays, he plays more safe. In my opinion, I feel that way. Rafa, he's the opposite. Rafa was more of a pusher back days when he was younger. He is more of a shot maker nowadays when he's older. That's how I see it, and that's how I feel it. So, Roger Federer, when he plays horrible, he doesn't admit his horrible performances. I wish that Roger could sometimes just take himself to a slaughter machine and say, I was a disaster. I was horrible. You cannot win tennis matches when you're doing 29 unforced errors like he did against Tsitsipas. It is just impossible to win when you are leaking so many errors. I just wish Roger could do things like that. Like Rafa. I remember Rafa's match when he lost against Thomas Berdych back 4 years ago in Australian Open quarterfinal. And a journalist asked him, "Oh, Rafa, what do you think? What is the reason why you played so level?" And Rafa, he answered him, "Say you played so bad. Don't say so. Say it, you play so bad. You can say it, it's okay." And all the journalists, they were laughing. I just love Rafa's interviews after he plays a bad match. He has no mercy whatsoever towards himself. He really hasn't. He doesn't live in a delusional world like Federer seems to do. Because I don't know if Federer realizes that he can't fool everyone in the world. For sure, he cannot fool me. Some of the commentators I have read in YouTube, he seemed to fool them because they feel, especially some YouTubers, I don't even want to mention their name, they call Federer, after Federer played bad, like one YouTuber, he called Federer for playing good in Shanghai. I don't know if I should start to cry or I should start to laugh when I hear this kind of stupid comments. Federer played good in Shanghai. Federer did not play good in Shanghai. And he even said Federer was not playing bad against Tsitsipas. Because that guy, that YouTuber, he lives in a delusional world. It is two things here. Or he lives in a delusional world, or he is lying. I don't know, because I don't know him personally. And Federer, I wished Federer would admit his bad performances more. Because if he does that, then I think he can improve more. When the matches gets close, he can be more honest to himself, because we who are watching tennis, we know about tennis, at least many of us, because we are watching tennis because we love tennis. If we didn't love tennis, we didn't watch tennis, at least me. So when Federer doesn't admit bad performances after he has done a horrible match, like against Tsitsipas, he said he was not on the top. He said it after the Tsitsipas match. But he didn't really slaughter himself like Rafa would have done. He didn't really saw himself like Rafa would have done. He tries to, I don't know what's the problem with him. He tries to convince himself that he was not that bad. For God's sakes, we who watch tennis, we know tennis. We have watched tennis over 20 years, at least me. I know when Roger plays good and when Roger plays great and when Roger plays horrible. Roger was horrible against Tsitsipas. Roger was superior against Djokovic. I know the difference. And this I wish Roger would admit more, like Rafa Nadal. I just love Rafa Nadal's interviews. I don't love his tennis style, but I love his interviews. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Take care and bye bye.